U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 6 of the NFL.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Cousins on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, good move. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, running right is Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big play. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Cook running right. Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Cook.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game: 7 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. On second down and 4, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running tried to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered. Yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On second down, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it? Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's go one more. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. It's caught, Smith. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Back deep for Chicago, Daz Newsome.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yeah, he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
A great move by Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And some room to roam now. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
141 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching out a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. But they get tired or they get out of position or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 1st down, Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Handoff comes to Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Fields now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. From the 24, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That was good for 7 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 44, Cousins.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Amari Rodgers, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Complete to Newsome. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. On play action, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing, Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're talking, you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
54, right there, 54.
Cousins now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This will be caught just inside the 10. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Joseph is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Cousins. He shakes him off. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery.
79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Fields.
That pass taken in by Newsome.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. They'll roll him out right. Ooh, with a juke. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going.
Santos' kick is up and through.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can
be. Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need something.
Yeah, right. It's working. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.